Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Christy VANN with VANNtastic Finances, and on this channel I teach velocity banking. Today we are working with someone who has an income of $4,355. They have a little over $63,000 in debt that they want to be paying off. They do have an available $18,500 on their HELOC, and that is exactly what we're going to use for our debt weapon. I just know that they're going to be tickled with this strategy, because when you're making $4,355 a month and your expenses are at $4,318 a month, that's only $37 a month in cash flow, and you can't really do a whole lot when you don't have extra cash flow, right? Debt goes down slowly, and we need a way to pull them up so that they have positive cash flow that will be enough to actually work down their debt. So we're going to start with their HELOC at the $18,500, but we're only going to pull up the credit card number 3 for $61.31. Now I know you're asking, why are you starting with credit card number 3 all the way down here at the bottom? Well, if you look, they have a $500 payment every month. So of course, when we pay this off, it now becomes cash flow. So that $500 will help us work this debt down. So when we pay off credit card 3 with the $18,500 available, we'll put in our income as soon as we pay off this credit card. The balance comes down to $1,776. We're going to take out the $3,818 in expenses. So a little pause here to say that it wasn't $4,318, right? But we were able to remove this payment. So now the expenses are the $4,318, subtract the $500, you're at $3,818 for expenses. I figured the interest at 14.99%, and I figured it off of the high. So the $61.31 would bring a $77 interest. We know it's not going to be that high because this is the low, this is the high. The average daily balance is what the bank actually charges interest on. Going into month 2, the income will go in at $4,355. The expenses and the interest will come back out. Month 3, the same thing. Okay, income goes in, but then we're going to pay off credit card number 4 at $8,133. That's a $340 payment that we can now turn into cash flow, and it is gone. So we go ahead and add in the interest, $65, that is based upon the $5,205. $34.78 is now the expenses. Now remember, we took the $3,818 expenses, subtracted off the $340 payment because it's no longer an expense now. It is now cash flow. Add your expenses in, and the balance is back up to $12,526. Starting in month 4, $12,526, the income goes in, the expenses and the interest come back out. Same thing for month 5. But look here, we're at $11,077. I have paid 3 more months at the income in, expenses at $34.78 and $148. And at the end of the 3 months, the balance on the HELOC will be $8,866. We're then going to pay off the $500 credit card. That is $100 a month. Payment now becomes cash flow. Now I realize that we are into almost 9 months here, okay? And this credit card is being paid at $100 per month, and it's only $500. So we all know that's going to be paid off, but I am just using the actual numbers just to give a little bit of cushion, okay? So in month 9, the income goes in. The expenses now are at $33.78 because we got to remove that $100 a month payment. The interest is up to $117, and the new balance is $8,506. Month 10, the same thing. Income in, expenses out, interest out. Now, at the end of month 10, we're going to pay off credit card number 2. That is right here, $54.50 with a $324 payment. That means that payment now becomes cash flow. Income goes in month 11, and now the expenses come out, and see, they are $324 cheaper because we got to deduct that payment, and now it's cash flow, right? So we have the interest coming out. Our balance is $11,948. In month 12, her income goes in, her expenses and her interest come out. We've been working on this for a year now, and we're going to pay 7 more payments. So in the 19th month, she's going to go in and pay off credit card number 5, which is $9,546 here originally. Of course, it's going to be less when we get to the 19th month, But there is the $200 that has now become cash flow and has been taken off of the expenses. So in month 19, the income goes in, the expenses and the interest come out. The same for month 20, the balance will be at $92.24. She's going to do this income expenses out for 6 more months. The balance will then be at $824. She's going to pay off card number 2. Now I put it $6,000 because the original amount is $78.80, and she has literally been paying 25 months up to this point. So of course we know that 25 months of payments on the $152 is going to be less than $6,000 payoff. So we will mark off the $152 payment. We will now make it cash flow. Her income goes in month 26. The expenses at $27.02 come back out, as does the interest. Income 27 goes in, expenses, interest come out. Income 28 goes in, and that's going to leave a negative balance. Actually, if she does it that way, we can't have a negative, but in our minds, we know that when she adds the $17,000 for card number 1, the $482 becomes cash flow. Now she has paid off all of her debts and is just working on paying off the HELOC now. So in month 29, we added $17,000 to pay off card number 1, giving us $482 in additional cash flow now. We only charged $17,000 because for 29 months, she's been making a $482 payment a month. So we know that if we figure that up, she's probably going to be more like around $14,000. But to leave room for cushion again, I threw $17,000 in there, which tells you that she's going to have this paid off much quicker than what I'm actually showing here. So in month 29, the expenses and the interest come out. Then in month 30, the income goes in, bringing her balance to $14,393. She will do that for 7.5 more months. Then this is completely paid off, So 3-year mark, she's going to be completely out of debt. Probably faster because I added high interest in this. I also didn't take any of the balances down except for the 2 cars, so she could be paid off a whole lot quicker, especially if she gets raises. If she gets any additional income that she throws into this line, she could be in great shape in less than 3 years. I'm excited for her. So when I see income below $5,000 a month, I know that it is a little tougher out there. If people are over $5,000 a month, kind of means that they have room for more frivolous spending. But when you are under $5,000 a month, by the time you pay your rent or your mortgage, any car payments, living expenses in general, as expensive as everything is right now, it's tough, right? And we use credit cards to kind of fill the gap there when we need some additional money. So hopefully, since she has learned velocity banking, now she will only refer to this HELOC when she needs cash. Yes, she can run it through a credit card, grab the rewards, you know that's true, then that will help offset any interest that she pays over here on this HELOC. But you got to give it to her. If she can go from a $3,700 cash flow to almost a $2,000 plus cash flow, no extra jobs. I mean, she's not delivering pizzas. She's not eating beans and rice. She's keeping her expenses where they were. She didn't sell a car. She has 2. I know, Dave Ramsey would be screaming right now, sell that $26,000 car. You don't need the $26,000 car. Go get you a beater at $5,000. I know, I've heard the rants. But I would like to teach a way that people can keep the stuff that they want and need and get the things that they desire, while having a strategy that helps them pay down the debt so that they are not just stressed out and loaded with debt. So she could even throw a vacation in here for her and her family every year, and I hope she does. She'll just work it down just like we did here. The stress is gone for paying off bills because she is living off of a line of credit, and that makes all the difference when it comes to your finances. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I enjoy reading your comments. I get a kick out of people that are negative. I just think, people don't know if they don't know. I don't want you all to get mad at them. The ones that are believers, don't be mad. They don't make me mad. Everybody can go pay interest that wants to. I'm not mad at you. I'm just trying to help the people that want to learn to get out of debt, how to get out of it very, very quickly. And this is a surefire way to do it most of the time. Don't forget the links that I have below if you want to get in touch with me. I have services. This is actually a Where Do I Start service that I offer. She just had good numbers to work with, so I went ahead and did a board for it so that you guys could see how a small income can still pay off over $63,000 of debt in less than 3 years. So I don't usually do the boards for the Where Do I Start services, but I still do numbers. So when I give you an answer on your Where Do I Start, I'm being real with you. I'm not just making you pay for that service so I can say, yeah, you need to get another job. No, I think about it. I think about it hard and long, and I work the numbers, and I see what would I do if I were in your situation. So if you need that service, please use it. I'll be glad to work with you on email that way. I have other services that you do not need to purchase because all of my videos tell you exactly what you need to be doing to get out of debt. I'm sure I have a scenario close to what you're currently in, and if you can just go watch videos and figure it out yourself, then save your money and put it on your debt. Please do not pay financial advisors or anyone else to help you with your debt because you can do this. I am here if you need me, and I appreciate each and every one of you, all of the kind comments. I hope you guys have a terrific day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.